Hello, good people. This is Sam here at She Does the Most, and today we are going to be making stained glass sugar cookies. So, first, we are going to cream together some butter and sugar. We are going to mix that together until it is pale and fluffy. We are also going to add some salt and some baking powder to the flour that we have here off on the side. As always, we want to take times to scrape down the sides and then mix some more. This is my tried and true sugar cookie recipe. I'm sure any sugar cookie recipe will do, but this is one that I have in my recipe book. I don't know where I got it from, but I do this cookie every year. Sometimes I ice them. This year I won't be. I'll be doing this stained glass effect with them, but I'm very familiar with making this cookie. The process is really easy and simple. There were no snags or issues in this whole process, which I can't say for some of my other cookies. But this one is always a good one to incorporate. I don't know if I'm just fueled by the chaos, maybe, but I think I'm going to have a tradition where every year I do at least one new different kind of cookie that I'm not familiar with to add to the ones that I normally do every year. So here we are going to add in just one egg and some of my homemade vanilla. Now we slowly incorporate the flour little by little, making sure that it mixes well. And that is it. It comes together really quickly and easy. It's very simple. So I'm just going to divide this in two, wrap it in some plastic wrap, and have it refrigerate for at least 2 hours. This is really late in the day for me, so I'm actually going to leave it until the next day where I can really take it out and work on it once the children go to sleep. So here we are back the next day, and you want to work on a floured work surface. I just have a towel underneath some parchment paper, and I am going to roll out my cookies on that. Now, this does get pretty hard, even if you did just refrigerate it for 2 hours, but especially overnight. So you might just need to get a little bit aggressive with it to really get it spreadable. But once you kind of beat it up with the rolling pin a little bit, it spreads out just fine. So I am using these snowflake cookie cutters. I think that they look really nice for a project like this, and it's not too intricate of a design to where your cookie is going to fall apart. And then it's not so simple, just like a circle. But because we are going to be adding candy to the middle and it's going to be a colorful pop, even if you did have a larger and smaller circular cookie cutter, it would still give an impressive look to these cookies. So what is left over, you just want to mold it back together and spread it out to continue cutting. If you did not want to bake up the small snowflake shape in the middle, you don't have to. Some of them I did incorporate back into the larger thing of flour, But I did want to use a little bit of the coarse, colorful sugar sprinkles to press down onto the top of these and bake them up alongside them. So here I am breaking out these Jolly Ranchers. These are the only types of candies that I have used for this. I'm not sure if another type of hard candy would work, but you don't have to grind them too fine. And I've even seen recipes where they just put the whole Jolly Rancher in the middle, and that might work better if you have a circular hole in the middle. But because I have all of these little points of this snowflake, I do crush the Jolly Rancher and then add them into the middle. And then you're gonna see that they just melt down into a glass appearance. You can use any of the different colors that you want. You can stick to just red and green. You can do all blue if you want. I did have some where I put a mixture of colors in the middle. Maybe because my center snowflake is not that big, the colors did kind of just meld together and it didn't really give that tie-dye look that I thought that it might give. But I mean, the colors in the middle turned out perfectly fine, and the cookies tasted all the same anyway. So here we have just a little peek of the center Jolly Ranchers melting down in the cookies. And here is after they have dried on a drying rack, and I am just moving them to this platter. Please excuse our elves, Hippolyta and Komora, in the back. I believe that this was the second day, and they arrived with some Elphazon boxes. So they're just going to observe while we put together this platter. And this is it. This was a simple one. This is great. Low energy, and they turned out really beautifully. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.